Welcome back, guys, to part 2 of the ultimate guide for Valheim. And yes, today I'm going to give you guys some instructions so that we can do this interactively, okay? First thing I want you to do is go to a little hut like this, okay? I showed you guys there's various little houses in the world like this. And what I want you to do right from the start is just see what you can craft and what you need to craft it, okay? Two very, very important things. Now, we are not going to be focusing on the rag pants, okay? 5 leather scraps for 1 armor is not worth it, okay? We want the flint axe to help us chop down trees faster, and we want the bow, okay? So your first objective is going to be to get 8 leather scraps just for the bow, okay? You can play with a knife if you want to, but the bow and the flint spear is a much better option when you hunt animals, okay? The knife, with your special attack, which you do by pressing the middle mouse button, you will leap at them, but it's not always accurate. So I rather prefer using the spear, okay? Because you can be at quite a distance when you hunt animals. So our target for today is basically 10 leather scraps, 16 flint, and then 14. So we're looking for 14 leather scraps, okay? So let's just make it a round number for today. For today, we're looking for about 15 to 20 leather scraps, okay? And then we want to get some resin from the graylings, okay? And then, of course, we want to unlock leather armor as soon as we can. Okay, so that's all I want you guys to do for now. You just focus on 16 flint, okay? 16 flint and 16 leather scraps. Let's go. Okay, sorry guys, just while we're speeding through this, in case you guys didn't know this, you can just come to your workbench and click this hammer as much as possible, okay, to repair all your equipment. And yeah, get rid of equipment that you don't want. The equipment that you throw down won't despawn when it's inside your workbench area. So what I usually like to do to make sure, there's no pressure on the server, or it's that we get it as little lag as possible, is I'll use this one here, but I'm just going to throw this into the water, okay, so that I spare some inventory space. Just a quick little tip there, while you're hunting these boars, you want your weapon to be good. And yes, guys, while you're passing deer, don't pass them up. You're gonna need the leather. Trust me, you're gonna need the leather. So yeah, while you're looking for the boars, don't pass up the graylings for the resin, and don't pass up deers that you don't have to pass up. Okay, you don't have to go looking for deers later on. You don't have to go looking for deers later on. And loot while you're busy, guys. You can see I've only got a strawberry left. So, you know, we need to get that food up. We need to get that food up. And I de-equip my weapon. Or I holster my weapon. And the way you do that is you press 2 and you press 2 again. Okay, just to holster it. And then you press R to get to your next one. So what I usually do is I just press R to put it on my back. Okay, and then I press R to equip it again. So R will be the last thing that you use. And you run quite a bit. You run faster and you lose less stamina. And then again, we're just going to repeat the... Yeah, we need a little bit of berries here. And if it's not a lot of berries, I'm not going to mark it. Okay, I'm only going to mark it when there's like 4 berries in the area or something. But here we've got this. And they don't do a lot of damage. But again, I showed you guys how to collect wood. So I'm just going to put the workbench down and let this fall down. But I mean, while we're busy, let's just do it. Put the workbench down. Take the hammer. I showed you how to do this, guys, but this is how it helps with the beehive. That you don't get stung. There we go. So you don't get stung, and these things, the structure will just collapse. So there we can make a beehive now because we found a queen bee. Okay, and now we can start putting down those beehives when we start building our base. But of course, we're not going to start building our base now. And yeah, remember to de-equip. Remember to de-equip so that you can interact with stuff. Don't be on the hammer. Okay? You're in the meadows now. You want to clear the meadows of every single resource it has. It hasn't got a ton of resources, but you want to get every single different resource that you can get. Okay? And I'm just going to go to the water quickly here. Get another boar here. But and you guys can see while we're getting the because our focus is the leather scraps, we are getting a lot of meat. Okay, so meat is not going to be an issue for you, but you have to focus on the flint and the necktails, especially when you're close to water. You have to focus on picking up the flint. Okay. And then you have to focus on the necks and those little lizards, because those lizards are your other important food type to have. Okay, so yeah, when you can get close to water or close to a stream, go there. Okay, so that you can hopefully find some necks, because you're gonna have ample of meat with your boar and deer hunting, but you are going to struggle with necktails. Okay, and necktails are the other biggest addition that you're going to need in the beginning of the game. So I'm just going to quickly look here for us. Normally they make a sound, not the grayling sound, but while I'm looking for necks, there, now we got to the necks. Okay, and yeah. So 2 in 1. While you're looking for flint, you find the necks as well, which is very, very nice. And when you kill them, just make sure they are very weak. Just make sure you get the tail. The tail will normally hop somewhere. Just make sure you get the tail. Okay? I just like to see where the tail is hopping to. Okay, let's go, boys. Let's go. Oh. There's an interesting little building. Yes, guys, just pick up a few rocks along the way. You need 5 rocks for a fire. Okay, so we've got 5 rocks there, and it's unnecessary, to be using our strawberries. We want to use the mushrooms, but we don't really want to waste the strawberries. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to make a fire right here. Then we're going to make 2 of these. I'll get the name for you guys now. Cooking station. Okay, we'll make 2 cooking stations, and then we want to put the meat in there, and we want to put the necktails on 7. Okay, so now we just de-equip it again, put the weapon on our back. So now we're gonna go 7 and 7 to put it on that side, and 8 and 8 to put it on that side. Okay, we can always just back up our fire and everything again, but it's just giving us 2 necktails for now and 2 pieces of cooked meat. And of course the UI mod is just telling us how many seconds it's going to take to cook, and then once it's cooked it's going to tell us how many seconds are left before it turns into charcoal. And we never want the stuff to turn into charcoal. Look there, it gives us little red numbers. We never want it to turn into charcoal. And there we go. Okay, you can break everything up now. Doesn't matter. Get all the resources back here. Okay, you don't have to sit here cooking meat all day long. Just take the necktail. Okay, and take the meat. And you just put the necktail there and the meat there. And while you haven't really got mushrooms, you know, you can use the strawberries for now. So yeah, now we've got a lot more health. We've got a lot more stamina. And yeah, everything's just going to be a lot easier. Just waiting for our stamina to rebuild while we're standing still, guys. Because when you sneak, you use stamina. But when you stand still, your stamina will regen. You can see we've got a much bigger stamina bar. But these guys with the horns are 1 stars. Okay, I don't think I'm going to kill him with 1 shot. Definitely not. But maybe I can make him run into water. There we go. Okay, if I can make him run into water, it's great. And he's going to give me a lot more resources. 3 deer hide, 4 meat. Okay, for 1 of them. And I'm not really worried about that guy. But the stars on animals, okay, makes a major difference with the resources that you get. And then the stars on the animals makes a major difference on the damage that they're going to do to you. Okay. Okay, boys, and of course the last tip for this episode is you never really want to play at night. Okay, you never really want to play at night. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put the workbench down here, and then it needs a roof. Okay, so it's fine. We can just give it a roof. Okay, are you fine now? No, that's the wrong roof. Okay, so it's the more slanted roof. Just point the cursor to where you want to place it. Okay, so that one's been placed, and then I think these just need to be repaired. Like that. You can just click on it, not do what I just did by middle mouse buttoning on them. I'm too used to just breaking everything. Okay. So now that it's got a roof, I can still not craft the bow, but I can craft the flint spear. Okay, and again, without going there to the beehive now and hurting myself, okay, we could just equip the spear and throw it. And the way you throw it is the middle mouse button. And I'm gonna craft another spear, because this happens quite a lot. That you need, that you lost your first spear. And they don't do a lot of damage, guys. They don't do a lot of damage. I don't have to do what I'm doing. Okay, but yeah, just to immerse yourself a little bit more and jump to get the queen bee. Okay, sometimes the queen bee gets stuck. And now again, we can just repair everything. And again, I like selecting my hammer so that I'm not confused. And it doesn't cost anything. So, if things don't cost anything, why not? Why not? Okay. Repair the floors so that everything just looks a little bit better. Then we can just craft a bed here quickly. Craft a bed. And then put a little torch there so that we can see. And then craft the fire just outside. Hopefully it's close enough to the bed, because we need the fire to be close to the bed. And yeah, now you can cook food. Okay, now you can do whatever you want. I like to go to sleep. And then I'm just gonna the flame. That's a little camp. So I've got a little camp here. Okay, just gonna leave the little camp here. I can always get the resources again. Okay, and then again, you can just press E on everything. Okay, then it's gonna prioritize it. We're not really worried about that right now. But while we've got the encampment here, we would like to just make a little chest. Okay, so we're not carrying absolutely everything on us. And now you're just holding your left mouse button, and you put stuff in here which you don't need to keep track of. Okay, which you don't need to keep track of, and which takes a lot of weight. Okay, we want to keep track of those two things. But the rest of the things we don't really need to keep track of. And then we can already put down our beehives, okay, to produce some honey for us, and we need wood for that. So let's just get the wood, control and click. Get our meat so long so our meat doesn't burn. Okay, our meat did burn. It's fine, we've got a ton of meat, so that's fine. And yeah, just go to the workbench quickly, repair everything. And then what did I want to do? Oh, the beehives. The beehives, boys, the beehives. Okay, so the beehive just needs to be quite far away from a building. Okay, you don't want to put them close to any kind of building structure that you put down. Okay, they need some air. They need some space. Okay, so I'm just going to give them some space there. And they should be happy. They are sleeping, but I'm sure they're happy. Bees are sleeping. They'll tell you if the bees aren't happy. Okay. And now I want to go to bed, boys. Maybe I want to put some more necks on. Just for tomorrow. We want to have about 4 necks so that our slots stay well here. So we've got 5 pieces of meat now. And I'll put the raw meat in here as well. You know, we don't need to use inventory slots. Unnecessary inventory slots. And while I'm talking about inventory slots, let's just craft another chest. Put that chest there. And take our necktails. 5 necktails are going to be more than enough. And then we can just... Not going to use that. We might use the wood for a fire. We're going to put that food in there. And we're not going to use the necktails right now. Okay? And now we just go to sleep. Okay, boys. That's it for part 2. If it helped you, click the like button. And if you want to see the rest of the series, you know, click the sub button and the bell button to be notified of future videos. Hope you guys have a great day. See you next time. Cheers.